If you're wondering, should I flirt with my ex? You are in luck because that is what this video is all about. But first, my name is Clay with modernlove.life, where we help you get the great loving relationship that you're looking for without having to play mind games, without having to play hard to get, and without having to pretend to be someone or something that you are not. Because you deserve to be loved for the unique, amazing, and wonderful person that you are. If you agree with me, do me a favor by hitting that thumbs up button and by subscribing to this channel. If you're new here, at least think about it. Do me a favor, think about it. It's right down there next to the like button. But anyway, if you also are interested, we do have our course called Connect and Commit. It's new-ish at this point. It's been out for maybe about 2 months or so, but it helps you to kind of turn situations that could go really, really badly into opportunities for greater connection, greater emotional bonding, and helps to build up the foundation that will eventually lead the two of you to getting back together. But this is a video about flirting, so let's go ahead and get into that. The first thing I want to make clear is that by and large, you don't need to worry about the friend zone. The friend zone is something that a lot of people are very concerned about when it comes to breakups and when it comes to their ex. I mean, oftentimes we hear things like, oh, hey, I just lost attraction for you. I'm in love with you, but I'm not, or I love you, but I'm not in love with you, or, things like that. And it causes us to think like, oh, I need to focus on attraction, focus on building up the attraction and all of that. And for the most part, you don't need to worry about that. Now, here's why. Because your ex already finds you attractive, unless you've gone through some sort of major personality shift or some sort of truly dramatic physical transformation, then you don't need to worry about them losing attraction for you. Okay, once they're attracted to you, they're basically just attracted to you. It's just a matter of all of the history and emotions and everything that kind of gets built up over time that get in the way and block that attraction. So even if you were to crank the attraction up super high, it would just still end up being blocked by all the history and baggage. So what you want to do is you want to just clear away the history and baggage so that the attraction can just run its natural course and bring the two of you closer together. Okay, that's what you want to do. Attraction isn't something they can just turn on and turn off. If you were to somehow just hit them with an amnesia ray or something, I mean, that'd be really cool, wouldn't it, if there was an amnesia ray out there? But anyway, if you were to just somehow hit them with an amnesia ray and they were to just forget about all the things that happened between you and them, then they would probably still see you as an attractive person. So that lets you know that, okay, attraction isn't the major issue here. It's the emotions behind all of that, the emotions that happen between the two of you. So with all that in mind, we're going to talk about when it makes sense to flirt with your ex and how to do all of that. So sometimes, despite everything that we've just said, your ex may be a little bit shy. They may be a little bit withdrawn, and they might need some encouragement to open up and to express some interest in you. Most people don't want to be the first one to stick their neck out on the line and say hey, I think you're really hot or something like that. And so if you're willing to kind of express that you are interested in them, it can kind of give them permission to go ahead and express that they are interested in you. And so flirting can be beneficial in this regard because it helps to move the dynamic a little bit forward in terms of giving each of you permission to actually take things in a more physical or more romantic direction. It's not that you necessarily need to do that because you're afraid of the friend zone, but you need to do it in order to kind of move things in a more romantic direction because, hey, this is a romantic relationship. At some point, it's got to embody the romantic side of it, if you know what I mean. So you may need to sometimes engage in flirting to give them permission to take things to the next level. So flirting can be a great way to do this. It can basically say, hey, I think you're attractive. Hey, I think we can, we can express our romantic feelings towards one another. I'm trying to be family friendly here. But we can express our romantic feelings towards one another, and it's okay for you to do that towards me as well too. But when it comes to flirting, there is an important caveat, and that is that you want to make sure that you're not just, flirting like the construction worker out there, the stereotypical construction worker. No offense to construction workers out there who may be watching this, but let's be honest, you guys don't have a great reputation when it comes to flirting. You know, the cat calling and all of that stuff. The reason that doesn't work is because the person on the receiving end of that doesn't believe that they have done anything to earn the flirtatious cat call, right? They're just like, okay, I'm walking down the street, and, you know, maybe you think I'm attractive and you know, say some stuff, but they didn't actually do anything to deserve it. They didn't, you know, say anything. They didn't do anything alluring. They didn't, you know, engage with you in some way. They didn't have some sort of, you know, je ne sais quoi about them or something. And that is what you want to do when it comes to effective flirting. You want to reward effort that they're putting in. You want to compliment them, or you want to flirt with them based off of something that they have put some sort of effort into. That way they believe that they've earned it. That way they have some sort of anchor to understand why you are flirting with them. And it's not just because you're, you know, some kind of thirsty person out there just looking for, you know, some sort of like, you know, romantic validation or something. But it has to be something that they have earned, okay? That's the difference between good flirting and bad flirting. And you, of course, want to make sure that your flirtatious advances are focused on the good side of things, right? You want to make sure that they're focused on the good flirting, because that is what's going to actually allow your ex to say, okay, yeah, like I can understand why you would be attracted to me, because, you know, I stood up for you. I said that thing. I did the thing with the other person. I talked passionately about something that I'm really interested in or whatever, as opposed to, yeah, you know, I took a picture and posted it on Instagram or something. Like you want to actually compliment them and flirt with them based off of things that they have put effort and energy and all of that into, okay? That's what's going to make the difference between good flirting and bad flirting. Also, you want to make sure that you have a good emotional connection with your ex. If you want to learn more about having a good emotional connection with your ex, we do have an entire series on what we call advanced relational skills. I'll go ahead and link to that video series up there. It'll talk about how to actually have a strong emotional connection, because, you know, yeah, it's great to be interacting with, you know, attractive slabs of meat and everything like that. But if there's no emotional connection, it's like, okay, it's kind of paper thin. So let's actually build an emotional connection beyond just the physicality side of things. And that is also what kind of takes things to a deeper emotional level. And, you know, when we say deep emotional level, I'm not necessarily saying like it's all about like, you know, woman, you move me so deeply, or, you know, it could be like fun banter sort of stuff as well too. So don't think that it necessarily needs to be like very poignant and significant. It can look that way, but it can also be fun banter, kind of inside jokes, things like that as well too. And these, of course, take some effort. They, of course, take some contribution by the other person along the way as well too, which is obviously why that kind of flirting is much more effective than just like, hey, baby, what's going on, you know? But, and this applies to like women as well, not just men. I mean, men, of course, have maybe a little bit of a worse reputation when it comes to the catcalling and the slabs of meat kind of stuff. But, you know, women, you know, this is how you effectively flirt as well too. You reward someone based off of something that they have put effort into, and that invites them to kind of open up, take things to the next level, give themselves permission to do all of this stuff. Because again, like we talked about, sometimes people might be a little bit gun shy in order to actually give themselves permission to say certain things, to take things over a certain line, to take things beyond their comfort zone in some way. And flirting can definitely be a great way for you to show them that, hey, you have permission to take things in this way because I feel this way towards you. I think this about you. I am attracted to you in this way, or anything along those lines. So hope that helps you out. If you like what we're doing here, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It does help us out. Be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you can get updates when we post new videos. Hit that bell icon next to the subscribe button. And if you are curious, you can also check out our Connect and Commit course. The link for that is down in the description box below this video. But if you want to learn more about how to connect with your ex on an emotional level, please check out this video series over here on advanced relational skills, or you might be interested in this video right here. But once again, my name is Clay with modernlove.life. Hope you're doing well, and take care, and I'll talk to you in the next video.